Hi Stampers, it's Becky Roberts from Inking, Idaho. Today I have a cute little embroidery hoop project to show you that you can use for Christmas packaging or a Christmas ornament or however you want to use it. So you make it with the 3-inch embroidery hoops, which I got from Crafty Wool Felt on Etsy. You get 6 of them for $6.75, and I will go ahead and link below so that you know which ones I purchased. And let's go ahead and put this together. I'll show you how to do it. So you take one of the little embroidery hoops and you just unscrew it so that you can get it apart and just slide the middle out. Then you're going to put it over top of your burlap, and this is just burlap yardage that I just cut a square of. Spread it apart and get it on here. Push it down. Get it nice and tight. Make sure it's just a little bit recessed and tight on there, and then tighten it back up. And then you're going to turn it over and you're going to take your large scissors and you're just going to trim this off. It trims really easy because the hoop itself is flat, so you have a nice place to lay your scissors. So just keep going till it's all done, and then go back and just trim up any little edges that might be still kind of raised so that they all look even. And you have your embroidery hoop and you are ready to go. All right, I'm going to get rid of this page because it's all yucky. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do some stamping. I'm using a black circle from the Journey Circles from Fun Stampers Journey. And I'm using the colorless blender to put on my cardstock first with a sponge to remove any static that might be on it, because we're going to emboss an image on here. So just put it on. Kind of gives a fun little chalkboard technique as well. Then you're going to take your stamp. I'm using one of the Tea Time stamps today. We're just going to do a little coffee cup, and we're going to use the clear pigment ink. I'm also going to use the clear pigment ink refill on here, just a drop, because we're going to create some steam coming out of our cup, and the stamp doesn't have the steam. So we're just going to get all of that ready before we go. All right, we're just going to ink up the stamp, put it right here in the center, and then we're just going to pick up, and I don't know if you can see this or if my hand's in the way, but we're just going to create some steam, just a little bit of steam on there. And then sprinkle it with white embossing powder. If a little's good, a lot's better, right? And then you have your image, which is ready to be embossed. And this is the Fun Stampers Journey white embossing powder. So you heat it with your heat tool, and you have this, voila, ready to go. Nice and raised, still has the colorless blender on it, so it still looks a little bit like chalkboard. So to decorate this little guy, I stamped 2 little hollies, a green one and a red one, and I cut them out because that's the crazy things that I do, and put the red ones on top. And then I also made a little tiny tag. I'll show you what this looks like. This is from the Tag Element stamp set. It's an artisan trading stamp from Fun Stampers Journey. And I forgot to show you that I do have the Tea Time set here, so you can see all the different teacups, and we're just using this one on the bottom. So I went ahead and stamped this already with the clear pigment ink, and I embossed it with the white embossing powder. And I'm going to attach it on here by putting 2 little holes right inside the handle right there. Now we have to use a flosser. I think these are called thread flossers. These are for your teeth, and if you have bridge work or braces, you just put your dental floss right through there, and it makes it easy. So we're going to use it for our project. I have some of the Fun Stampers Journey Licorice Twist twine, and I'm going to loop it through the floss threader just a little bit, just so that I can hang on. I'm going to go down first and then back up. Can't see the black on there. There we go. And then you just pull your strand through and get rid of your floss threader. I'm going to tie a knot in this first. All right, I'm going to use the floss threader again to put my little tag on as well. I'm going to bring this up through the bottom and put it on just like that. And then I'm going to tie it down. And into a little bow. So start with a big bow because it's much easier to tie, and then just bring it down. And then we're just going to fiddle with it for a little bit and make it where we want it to be so that it hangs off of that tag. Cut the strands. Okay, and then we're going to take a little bit, a little piece of the foam squares and put it on here. I just cut one of them into thirds because there's just need a tiny, tiny edge. And I put it on the edge of the cup. And then we're going to put it on here. So I have some more of the little foam squares and just put 3 or 4 of them on there just so that it kind of balances on each side. Position it on there, right in the center. And then I pick it up and kind of squish it to the bottom just to make sure it's nice and secure so that it stays. All right, the next thing we're going to do is decorate the outside with some pom-pom trim. So I'm going to take some of the white liner tape and just put it all the way around. And then I'm going to cut it. So this is pressure sensitive, so you have to put quite a bit of pressure on it in order for it to peel off. So we'll do that. There we go. Right, and then we'll just take the pom-pom trim and we're literally just going to stick it around there. It just lays down and stays beautifully. It's so, so strong. And I always give myself a little bit more than I need because I'm never sure how much I'm going to stretch it, and I don't ever want to end up short. So there we have our cute little embroidery hoop. Let me go ahead and show you a couple of others that I have made. This one has a little sparkly trim on the outside, and I embossed the Holy Night on a star, mounted it on a mirror paper gold star, and on top of a little medallion. This medallion was 12 inches long and 1 1/4 inch wide, and I just scored it at every 1/4 inch and folded it up forwards and backwards accordion style, fanned it out, and glued it on there. This is another one that's a little bit along the chalkboard look, snowflakes and Merry Christmas, and I put one of the little coffee cups on there and it says Happy Holiday Season. This one's Holly Jolly, and it looks kind of like a Santa belt, and I just embossed the Holly Jolly with white, and I cut out another one of these little hollies, and I love this gold mirror paper, so pretty. And then the one that we did today, and then my practice one. So thanks for tuning in today and learning how to make these cute little 3-inch embroidery hoops. I hope you enjoy them at your house like I do at mine. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and thank you.